The other night, I made some changes to my FMS Magnum. You might have noticed last time, on the last video I did, it well, more or less broke. It wasn't the motor. It wasn't really the motor or the gears. It was more the housing. It was loose. The motor would slide back a centimeter or so, or a millimeter, and not make contact with the gears. Turns out, if you tighten the motor too much, the motor binds and doesn't move. The pinion doesn't move at all. So you have to leave it loose. You have to loosen it just enough for the motor to turn. However, if you loosen it that much so it'll actually turn, you have the problem with the motor shifts forward and back. So intermittently it'll shift forward and back. I fixed that with a zip tie. Anyways, I decided to put this Surfshark motor, it's not a motor, it's a body. I decided to put this AMT Surfshark model body on it. And it seems in the house it was a little more nimble, a little faster, without that massive heavy plastic body on it. And you know what? It's quieter. It's amazing. The whole reason the Magnum is loud is because of that hard body just reverberating the motor. So we're going to take this out to the trail, see how it does. I don't have high hopes, but, we will see. Alright, before we get started, I want to point out a few things that removing the stock Magnum body has done for us. One, our clearance in the front is a lot better because I removed the bumper. Clearance in the back, I might have to cut those bars off the back. The frame's too long. The original body sat down real low, kind of flush with these wheels, which made clearance awful. Less weight. I expect it'll run better. I don't think it'll run like a competent crawler, but we should hopefully have some fun. Let's get down to business. It wouldn't have done that stock. Uh-oh. What do we got here? That's a suspension arm. Oh, suspension arm came off again. It just keeps stripping out of there. I'm gonna keep putting it back in. It looks like this run's gonna be cut short. This guy keeps popping out of here. It looks like I'm missing a part. There's a little ball thingy there. I think that fell off. I keep sticking this guy back in, but he keeps falling out. So if I go slow enough, I fixed the motor and gear situation. Now it's gonna fix the suspension. So we'll see how much more I can do. Alright, I'm gonna try this hill very slowly and see if I can keep my suspension from falling off. Well, that was anticlimactic. Slow. So many leaves. It's already falling off. Right there. Well, let's try it anyway. Come on, you can do it. Okay. This is not working out, is it? Well, darn. Alright, so that run was a little disappointing, anticlimactic. Picked myself up some Loctite. Don't know how much it'll do for a screw that's already stripped out the housing, but it can't hurt. So we're going to put a little bit of that on here. Well, actually, oh crap, that's not how much I wanted. Jeez, good lord. Well, I think that's enough. We'll just put that in there. Jeez, I guess I cut it a little too much. Huh, we'll see how that works out. Let me get a towel before this looks like I murdered a Smurf. Okay, got my towel. Oh, it already popped out before drying. Oh, good lord. Okay, let's get this thing cleaned off here. And bring me another Smurf. set you over there. Don't move, just stay there. I honestly don't know if Loctite's going to help or not. If that doesn't work, I don't plan on modifying this or anything too much. So, worst case, I can just, you know, glue the thing in there. Because, I mean, as long as the arm moves, that's all that matters. So, we'll see. Good Lord, that was not on purpose. I did not stage or plan that. That's actually my first time using Loctite. I apparently cut it a little too much. Hopefully, once this Loctite dries, and I've cleaned up my Smurf murder evidence, I will take this out, see how it goes. If it stays, I got blue on my fingernails. If it stays in there, great. If not, then well, I didn't spend any money on this. Well, outside the purchase of the car itself. So not really much loss. So stay tuned for that. Here's an idea. Why don't we climb a hearse with a hearse? Or rather, an ambulance. Gotta charge this before I go out to the trail again, so let's see how this can handle driving inside the engine bay of an actual hearse. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay, let's not mess up my wires now. Here we go. Let's get on top of the air cleaner. Come on, you can do it. Okay, never mind, you can't do it. You disappoint me. Well, this was... You know, everything about this video has been anticlimactic so far, hasn't it? The title of this video should be Anticlimactic. Well, this was not what I expected. I thought it'd at least be somewhat entertaining. Well, there we go. This is already doing better than the Magnum stock. This is how steep we're looking here. I'm not tilting the camera. I'm amazed it makes it. Oh, come on. Don't lose ground. Oh, we're stuck on the grass. Let's try that. Well, despite this not really performing the way that I wanted it to, I think all things considered, it really didn't do that bad. I think some wheel weights, some weighted rims, some weighted wheels would actually go a long way on this. Because it actually does a pretty decent job of getting over things. It's just that it's, I don't know, it's a little rigid. It's rigid, and these multiple times a day this thing dug in. And that is a bit of a hang-up, but that's going to be easy. I just have to saw that off. But I think this has potential. I may do a little more tinkering with this thing, and maybe I don't expect it to ever be something that is going to be able to compete or anything. I'm not really into competing, it's not yet. But I think some more fun can be had with this thing. So you'll probably see more of this in the future.